Well, it looks like I am officially live. This is probably the first one of these I've done in quite some time, if at all, period. Um, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do on Substack. And I guess that's why I decided to go live real quick and just see if anybody wants to talk about that. I, I struggle with the content that I produce on here. For the last year, roughly, I posted a story almost every week, short story, sometimes a two-parter, but usually just one part. And yes, I got a few people to read it, but I have over 1,000 subscribers, and I maybe got uh, 5, 10 at the most reactions to any given story. And I'm not sure if that's because that's something I'm doing, not doing, um, that perhaps I should be doing as far as promoting it. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing a great job of selecting the titles, or I don't know. In any event, um, I have been looking at other places and putting more focus on my Patreon and Vocal Media, where I've been posting some stuff. But the unfortunate side of doing something like that is I leave behind over 1,000 subscribers. Um, and I'm not sure if they'll follow me to these other platforms. So far, for the most part, they have not. So, and I don't know if that's a matter of promoting that change or what. At the same time, I do believe in what Substack is trying to do, which is give people like me a way to publish and build an audience. And I like the tool set that they've provided for us to do that. It's not perfect, but nothing is. Um, so I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to figure out is the time that I devoted here, or the time that I could devote here, potentially better spent elsewhere. Um, and I think only time can answer that question. So far, the time that I've put into uh, my stories here has not borne the fruit that I wanted it to. What did I want? Well, I want to drive traffic to selling books. I want to drive traffic to uh, my Patreon. I want to give some people free stuff so that they know the quality of my writing. But I also, you know, want to make sure that I am making money from the stuff that I produce. So, because it costs me to do things like um, have cloud storage for all my stuff, have an editing suite for my podcast efforts. Hosting costs money. There's a lot of hiring editors, hiring artists costs money. There's a lot of stuff that costs money. Um, and if I'm not making any money, or if I'm not driving any traffic to the things that do make money from here, is it worthwhile to be on here? Michael, I see you there in the audience. If you would like to come on and chat about this for a little bit, I'm curious to know what you think um, as a creator. So if you'd like me to send you an invite, if you're in a position where you can come on for just a few minutes, um, that would be good. Um, but yeah, like I know uh, there are creators on here that do very well. There are creators on here that um, are monetizing this and succeeding. Um, and I honestly would love to know uh, how they're making that work, because for me, um, I'm just not making that work. And the short stories that I want to publish on here, I want to give away for free because they've been free elsewhere. They're not something I'm going to put on Amazon. They're not something I'm going to try and sell to a paying market. So I want to give those away for free, but I want to give people the option to reimburse me. Um, no sweat, Michael. Um, and take care of that little one. Um, so, so yeah, I'm at a crossroads, and uh, the funny thing is, I'm still getting the occasional subscriber without having actually published anything on here in at least a month. I think, probably longer. Um, so yeah, the long and the short of it is, um, are my expectations for this platform too high? Um, is there is there something I'm missing um, to make that happen? I know it's not the quality of my stories. I have confidence that the quality of the stuff that I'm publishing here is high. Um, I have faith in my writing ability. Uh, but is it? But are short stories on this platform something that people want to pay for? And if there are people that want to pay for them, where are these people? And I know these are questions that probably a lot of the people I follow on here have, who are also not being able to monetize their stuff and who don't even have as many followers as I'm very fortunate to have. Um, so yeah, it's that old quandary of how do you make a living as an author, and I haven't cracked the case on that. But this year, um, I want to find more ways to make money as an author so that I can eventually do this for a living one day. Whether it's through making my own audiobooks, which I'm starting to do, or, you know, putting more time and energy into Patreon, which I'm trying to do, um, through book sales at in-person events, which I'm doing. All of these ways are either new or I'm putting a renewed focus on them. Um, and I know I need to be patient. And patience is hard. This is, as I have told people again and again, publishing on this platform or any other platform, building an audience is a long game. And um, so I know that part of it is just I need to be more patient with my efforts. Uh, so um, that is all I really have to say about that. Um, and I encourage anybody that's watching this to, if you're not already subscribed to my Substack, and maybe go check out my Patreon. I've got free stuff there too, uh, and support indie authors because we are trying to do the whole ass job of a publisher, um, marketing, research, publishing, finding artists for covers, finding editors, paying for conventions, things like that. And uh, it's hard to do if you're not bringing any money in, because most of us are not uh, flush with cash. I have a day job. Thankfully, it lets me have some freedom in how I spend my days. And but yeah, this is just another instance of me going. If you believe in what I'm doing, if you enjoy what I'm doing, um, if you've looked at all what I'm doing and you're like, this is cool, I want to encourage Scott to do more of this, and you don't have any money, but you still want to support me and encourage me, shares, likes, etc. Obviously, big help. Um, if you have money, $1 a month makes a huge difference. You may not think so, but it does. And that's why I have $1 level at my Patreon, which incidentally, I don't have anybody right now subscribing to my Patreon at $1 a month. Um, because most people, if they're going to support me, opt for a $3 tier, $5 tier, even one person at a $10 tier. Oof, we all need fans like that guy. Um, but yeah, I put $1 there because I'm like, hey, maybe you don't have $3 a month, but you have $1. You can root around in your couch cushions and come up with $1. Um, just to show me that you're there, that you're listening, that you're willing to invest. I mean, the money itself, I get a fraction of that dollar. Um, that is not as big a deal as just the notion that somebody is spending any amount of money to support me. And all those dollars add up. If I could get 25 people at $1 a month, that's $25 minus fees. Um, that's I can do things with $25 a month. I can do things with, you know, that little bit of money that would make my job as an author slash publisher slash voice actor slash et cetera, um, easier. So don't ever think that, well, all I can give is a dollar, um, whether it's to me or somebody else. And that's not worth it. Yes, absolutely is worth it. Anybody that tells you otherwise is probably making a lot more money than I am at this. And um, yeah, so I guess that's it. I guess that's all I really wanted to say. That and I wanted to find out now that I've got my rig set up and I could do stuff from my home office, you know, to give this a shot. I may do this more regularly. I may schedule these lives on here and have more focused things to talk about. Um, but for right now, that's it. I appreciate everybody who's stuck around and listened. And yeah, maybe if I get a schedule on this thing, I can invite guests to come on here, like I have guests that come on my podcast. Incidentally, if you do not know, I have a couple of podcasts. I have an audio fiction podcast. I have a podcast where I interview creators called uh, Creative Dynamos. I have yeah, those two are my podcasts. Those are free to listen to and a lot of fun. If you go into your podcast app of choice and search by my name, you should find all the podcasts that I've ever created, including my most recent one. So that's all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your support. And I'll no doubt do this more down the road. How do I stop? How do I stop? End.